students, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start a new topic, which is oligopoly. What is oligopoly? It is again another type of market, right? So we have already studied two type of market. The first one we have studied was perfect competition. The another one was monopoly. Now today we are going to start oligopoly, right? Now what is oligopoly? First of all, oligopoly is a market situation where there are only few firms in the market producing either homogeneous or differentiated product which are close substitute. That means what? See, first of all, oligopoly we can say it is a market. Definitely it is one of the type of market, okay, where you will find few firms. That means you will find few seller doing business, and what they do generally, they behave in group. They generally try to form a group. Suppose this is one, this is another, there are suppose four. They try to form a group and they behave in a group. They don't want that anyone should enter in their group, okay. They want that whatever they are doing, it should be within their group. But yes, they behave in group, but sometimes they have competition among themselves also. Like they try to compete among themselves also. There are two types of oligopoly. There are certain oligopoly where there is no competition, okay, and there is another type of oligopoly where there is competition, okay. So what happens here, they form a group and they try to do the business, and they are very much they are very much concerned that nobody should enter their group, okay. And they sell different types of products. Their product can be same also, okay. Their product can be differentiated also, okay. So there are two types of oligopoly. Again, there is a type, there is a type of oligopoly which sell different product also. There is a type of oligopoly which sell same product also, okay. So this is oligopoly. Now what does its features say? Under oligopoly we have already seen, right, there are few firms. That means the number of firms are very small. Now since they behave in group, it is not necessary that nobody can enter. That means you cannot say nobody can enter here. Yes, you can enter, but the entry is very much difficult, right? They try their best that they behave in group and they don't let anyone to enter their group. But if you are able, you can take the place also. But generally in this there are few, since the competition, the entry is very much strict and the entry is very much tough. That's why you will find few firms, you will not find much firms, okay. Now they oligopoly, what is the another feature of oligopoly? Their product can be same also, their product can be different also, okay. Now high degree of interdependence in price fixing and output determination. Now here generally in this kind of an market you will see, they, since they are in a group, they try that they follow each other, okay. Suppose Mr. A Mr. B and Mr. C. Suppose there are three people, okay? They are in a group. Now C wants to take a decision, but C cannot take a decision without asking A and B, without the consent of A and B. Similarly, when B wants to take a decision, it cannot happen without the consent of A and C. So here there is high level of interdependency. That means they depend upon each other. Mr. A want to fix a price. He will have to ask B and C before fixing it. Yes, they do competition among each other, but how they will do the competition? They will try, suppose a customer came to the market, they will try to offer tea, they will try to impress the customer, they will give good offers to the customer. Yes, okay, we will give you a free delivery, please you go home, we will come to your home and we'll fix the product. When you have already done the sale, you will give a good offer for after sale services. In this way they will try to attract the customer. There is very less chances that you compete over price. There are very less chances that these people have competition among themselves with prices, okay? So they generally try to follow some other technique to compete. They don't use price. Now selling costs are too high. Why the selling costs are too high? Now what are selling costs? First of all, selling costs are those costs which we generally do to increase our sales. Suppose I have done some advertisement, okay, I might have some good behavior towards the customer. I will give good discount, I'll give good offer, this kind of a thing. This is called selling cost. Why the selling costs are high here? The selling costs are high here because in this kind of a market generally we don't compete with price. Like suppose Mr. A is selling at rupees 5, Mr. B will try to sell at rupees 4. This doesn't happen, okay? They will try to use some other technique. They will give a they will try to give a good advertisement. They will try to bring good package. They will try to offer some after sale services. So in this way they will try to impress customers. They will not use price, okay? That's why here they will have high selling cost because they try to impress customer by incurring cost. Now, kin demand curve, what is the meaning of this? What happens generally? In generally we predict customers, right? If I am going to change my price, then my customer will behave in this way. But in oligopoly, we cannot determine a demand curve. Like you cannot predict how my customer is going to behave in future. I have changed the price, or I might have offered this. So how my customer will behave? It may so happen the customer will not react also. It may so happen customer will react drastically also, okay? So here you cannot predict. That's why you don't have a proper shape of demand curve. You cannot predict, you cannot find a proper shape of demand curve, okay? That's why we say here the demand curve is kin. That means it is not determined. The shape of demand curve is not determined. Restricted entry, I already told they behave in group. Their group is closed. They don't want anybody should enter their group, okay? They don't want. That's why they behave in a strong group, okay? They might fight among each other, they might have competition among each other, but whenever somebody came from outside, they try to protect. Now I give us a very simple example. Suppose you and your sister, you might fight with your sister all the time, but if somebody is attacking your sister from outside, definitely you will have a strong bonding with her, right? In the same way the oligopoly also behave. No price competition, I have already explained. They try to compete among themselves with some other strategy. They don't use price as their strategy, okay? Now let us see some types of oligopoly, okay? The first one is differentiated and imperfect oligopoly. The oligopoly which sell different products, yeah, their products are different. We call it as a imperfect oligopoly. Pure and perfect oligopoly is the one which have similar products. Okay. Next come competitive oligopoly. Here in this kind of an oligopoly, generally you will find competition. The group member, that means all the shopkeepers, will try to compete among themselves. Okay. Open and closed oligopoly. Now what happens in this open and closed? Generally in open oligopoly it is easy to enter, and in closed oligopoly it is difficult. Okay. Now next comes partial or full. In case of partial oligopoly, generally there will be a leader. That means out of all the farms, suppose there are 4 farms, okay, A, B, C, D. Might be B is a leader, so B will decide and all will follow. This is called partial oligopoly. Okay, but in case of full, all of them will take a decision all together. Okay, this is called full oligopoly, right? Now see, basically an oligopoly is a market situation where simply you will find few firms, okay, which behave in group, and they can sell same product also, they can sell differentiated product also. Now in case of in features, if you will see, there are few farms, definitely their product can be same also, it can be different also. They depend upon each other to a high degree. Why? Because they are few and they behave in group. Okay, so depend upon each other before taking decision. They are having selling cost which is too high, because they will try to incur advertisement, they will try to use some strategies. Suppose they will have good showroom, they will use ACs, they will try to give customer a very good comfort, so that customer come and to purchase in their shop. In this way they will try to impress. Okay, so that they have high selling cost. Their demand curve cannot be determined. A proper shape of demand curve cannot be predicted. Why? Because we don't know how the people are going to behave in future with the changes. Okay, their entry is restricted generally, and they have competition, but they don't compete with price. Okay, they try to compete with some other strategies. Now we have studied about different type of oligopoly. Different or imperfect oligopoly is one where products are different, they sell different products. Perfect oligopoly is one who sell the same products, that means all the farm will be selling same product. Collusive oligopoly is the one where the farms compete among each other. Open and closed oligopoly, in case of an open oligopoly, generally the entry is easy, and in closed oligopoly they are very strict, they don't want anyone should enter. Okay, partial oligopoly is the one where there will be one leader farm and other all farm will follow. And in full oligopoly there is a group behavior, that means all farm will come together and take a decision. Okay, so that's all about oligopoly. Hope you all have understood. Okay, and please come up with your doubts and try to read it once from your book also. If you find any difficulty, please do write in the comment section, and if you feel my videos are fruitful, please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you all.